information to yours. You as well as through my direct email. Because when you click on that send mail button, it opens your email program by default. So they may not be getting your email messages. So if you want to improve your results, just make sure you only have that one link in there. This is one of the basic needs that I provide to new team members. They can copy what I'm doing. Get them started, they get in a launch pad, they discover the resources that are most important. They learn how to use the tools. From there, you start seeing activity. From there, you also have to stay in touch and let them know what's next. Once they get their 1,500 points, what's next? What's next? Always what's next. If you stay on top and make sure they're not missing anything, such as their daily actions, they'll do the same thing with their team members. You want to duplicate the process as much as possible, with or without your own website. You don't have to run a website. In fact, it's not even recommended to have a training site. We choose, Dr. King and I, we chose to use the conference room because a lot of people do need an actual voice to speak to. They need an actual person because there's different personalities. There's some people that are audio in nature. There's some people that are visual. They learn better one way or the other. Some people need to read. Some people need actual numbers. They need to see a process or hear it. So if you cover all three of those, you'll convert your leads into prospects much easier. Without the basic tools, progress will halt at some point. Without the basic tools. Think about that. An internet marketer without tools will reach a certain point. Boom. That's the end of the road. You gotta elevate your internet marketers to be able to break the wall they're gonna hit. They're gonna say, well, we can't make money at this. It's a numbers game. You're dealing with real people, but it's still a numbers game. Always, always follow up. Get them started. Get them to understand they need to make sales. They need to get more people in to see the business because only 3% actually make it, and you're looking for your diamond. You're looking for 5. You can look just for 2, or you can look for just 1, and you work with that 1. As long as they understand you and you understand them. These are real people. They're not just a number. How many of you have active people with no pictures? Just type in the chat. Okay, do you have any actives? Like they're actually active. They're earning their daily points and so on, and they don't have a picture? If they don't have a picture within their first month, they are still scared of you. So you need to coax them to actually take a picture of
I believe
themselves,
he
whether it's
froze
on their
up. Is
webcam,
everybody still hearing him?
and upload a picture. Okay? People want to see who they're working with. Would you trust a faceless team member? I certainly wouldn't. I don't know how many people out there would trust somebody with no face.
It looked like he froze up there for a moment. You know, Lyle makes some very
I can
good
tell you
points
that
about
since I made
professionalism
sure
and about having a
people
picture on
watch
your
the getting started videos,
profile
and I
and
can
putting
also
your
tell
image
you if
together,
you do not have a
allowing
picture
people
on
to
your
know that you're
profile, they
human and
will
that
also not put a
it's
picture
so
on your
important
profile.
to create an image.
If you do not have a
People want to work with people they can trust. They want to work with people that they can see that they're like them. You know, it's important that we reach out to each other, that we create a confidence and build trust within uh, our group, within the people that we work around and with each day. You know, it says work with the workers. That doesn't only mean the active people on your team. That means with the people that you see that are active in the forums, that are asking questions in Ask SC. It's so very important that you reach out and touch others. You know, sharing ideas is the way we grow our knowledge and our wisdom. And we certainly know one thing for sure. You can never have enough education. Dr. Dennis Waitley told me one time that the truly successful person is the person that's a lifelong learner. They're always aspiring to do well and to teach and to learn, and they never ever waste time. Lyle, do you want to take it back over here if you're ready? We
I
lost you
can't
for a
because you
minute.
wouldn't let me in.
I know.
Yeah.
It got me a while ago. I saw you freeze. Can everybody hear Lyle now? Speak to him, Lyle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We're getting there.
All right, we're ready to go again. You know, Lyle, I was just saying to them, it's so important to build trust. And you were talking about a picture and how important it is to become a real person to others. You know, I don't have my picture on right now. Hold on a moment.
Anyway, picture is quite important. And, you know, if people haven't completed their profile, they probably never even saw a place to upload their picture. So sometimes you just got to kind of give them a nudge. Send a short message to an individual. It doesn't have to be included in. You can put it in a mass message as one of the tips along the way. There you are. I forgot my cowboy hat too.
You know how
Someone you
nice it
know.
is to be able to just sit back and watch you do this. Now you
I can just. I I tell you, I'm feeling the pressure.
Now maybe you know what I go through each week as I go to present to the group and to the people. You know, Lyle's doing a great job, and Lyle worked all week long on this presentation, folks. And you know, we never know the pressure that is actually before us until we step up into the podium, and we really want to give our very best as we try to present to others, and it's so important to us to have a attitude of service, but yet to get a point across so that somebody will benefit from the knowledge that we're giving to them. So I'm going to step back out, let Lyle go on. Lyle, you're doing a great job. Relax with it. Enjoy. Be Lyle. Just enjoy life and talk to these people. They came to hear what you've got to say. They value your opinion.
Well, okay. Oh no, it's frozen again. Nope, I guess not. Okay, great. See if I can get back into that presentation and get back to where I was. Okay, list. Which one here? Now I'm a professional driver by trade. If many of you people don't know this, I work about 12 hours a day on the road. I used to work 16 hours on call various days of the week. When I ran across this business in 2008, it made sense because I'd been looking for other ways to earn money, but it required home meetings. It required bringing people to my house, uh, going to other people's home meetings, which required more commuting. And by the time I get home, I don't want to be driving around. I'm already done. So, whatever I can do, this business offered it to me, that ability to build on multi levels. It's not a multi level business, multi level marketing, like ACN, where you're selling just one product. It gave me a variety of products to sell. So you really, really have to stress to people they do not have to do the same thing you're doing. There are many, many different ways. As long as you tell them, focus on one, and once you get that going, you can start building on another. Uh, Team building. Where was I? See if I can remember which slide it was. What's the leads page? Okay. Why would affiliates? Okay, affiliate marketers choose. Let's go back 2 more slides. Maybe this is it. Back, 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 back. Ah, yes, splash pages. We got to go back all the way to splash pages before we go to leads pages. There's an important process involved with splash pages. Just move ahead. Okay, we've seen that one. All right, splash pages. A splash page is designed to do only one thing, to entice a click. It's a graphic or it's a text page with a call to action on it. That's it. When a potential prospect views or a lead, I mistyped this. It should say lead. When a potential lead views a splash page, there's only one thing they can do to get started. They have to click the image. Now you'll notice that this one doesn't really say anything on it except grow a second income, try it free, no obligation. What's missing? Anybody tell me what's missing? Type in the chat. Anybody hear me? Oh, there we go. The chat wasn't scrolling right. Call to action. You're absolutely right. So when you're creating a splash page that your ad is bringing to the splash page, okay, there's a process involved here. And if you miss the process, you cut your results in half. In fact, you could wind up with 100% loss because there's no call to action on the page. So make sure there's a call to action. It's an important focused path for people to follow. Oh, yeah, I skipped ahead, all right. I'm talking more. So now you'll see if somebody ran across a splash page and it had something simple like this on here, an arrow. Click me to learn more. Things change for you just like that. Leads are exactly what it says. You have to lead your lead constantly, beginning to end. Click me to learn more, so they go and click on it. That concludes the tutorial on splash pages. Next, we're going to talk about lead pages. Important for getting buyers, collecting team members, which are also buyers if they understand the business. Collecting leads makes communication. Communication is a key to your business. A leads page will contain a form that a visitor must fill out. Now, SFI provides one. If you send your leads straight to that form, they fill it out, they don't get emails. Maybe there's a failure point on the SFI side. They don't send the welcome message, but they used to send a double opt-in message. I don't know if they still do. Does anybody know if they've... Who here is new to the SFI business? Just in the last maybe 3 or 4 months. Don't be scared to type in the chat window if you're new. There's a question I have to ask you. It's something that's not visible to those that have been around for a while. 8 months? A provider double opt-in. Okay. Uh, did SFI send you a message that required you to click on a link inside the email? I don't know if they're using the double opt-in process anymore. And this is something that I would like to know if they still are. Okay, Norma, are you're quite new then? Oh no, the click here get started might be, it's not a confirmation message link, or do you remember to did it say that you had to confirm? Like this wouldn't be the same as your welcome message. It has to come from sfimg.com. When you signed up, did you get a message that said you had to click on a link to confirm? Okay. All right. Okay. So they're still using the double opt-in, and that's what a leads page is all about. Uh, a leads page will contain a form much like the one that SFI provides to somebody who clicked the register button. Um, if you're sending straight in, like I say, if you're sending people straight to the form or to SFI's stuff, whether it's their splash page, and they go and click to learn more, so they see the business and it's presented. There is a PowerPoint type presentation with audio and stuff in it. There's also some other ones where they just have a web page with all the information showing everything except uh, the tools and stuff like that. So if they're sent straight into the SFI system, from there you have limited capabilities to see what's going on. You don't know if they're getting your emails. So like I say, make sure you send them a welcome message, both with the send mail and also with team mail. So that way, if your email gets bounced, they still get your welcome message internally. And if they get it internally, they'll know to whitelist your email address. And then from there, your communication door is wide open. The other way you could do it is build your own leads page. Collect them before they go in. Train them before they go in. If you take a hand in training them and informing them what affiliate marketing is all about beforehand, explain network marketing beforehand, explain that this business is free only where the tools are concerned. If they want to accelerate their business, it's much easier to go in and place a standing order, right? That way everybody gets paid. So if you use a leads page and train them before they get in, don't send them the link until they opt into your mailing list. You'll improve your results that way as well. This is a process for people to follow to accelerate the process only. It will not provide the hands-on that is very important. The hands-on can come in the form of video training or holding conferences like this. The results will drastically improve. I can tell you that when I started, this I never used. I still use one. I do use one now. In the wrong hands, it can actually hurt you. So you have to know what you're doing before you even get this far, creating your own leads page. I would use it for accelerating the recruiting process. You don't have to have an email series. You can use an email forwarding. When they double opt in, boom, now they get the business link to the SFI. Okay? You create your own ad on your own domain. Nobody's telling you can't do that, right? Pipe them through your autoresponder. Just use it a URL forward within an autoresponder. Can simplify your process. When you want to learn how to do email marketing, tread carefully. You can build your own training messages, but that's not really what SFI wants you to do. But this is a great way to open up your communication door just like that. When you build a network of 1,000 PSAs, I can tell you how hard it is to email segments within SFI. It takes me over an hour and a half just to create one email message for a specific segment within. Uh, when you're using an autoresponder, if you already know who your power movers are, you can move them into different lists so you can segment them right on the spot. It's a much easier thing Aweber provides someone who wants to manage their own leads. Affiliate marketing can be really tough when you're dealing with a lot of people. It's scary business, so the more efficient you can be, the faster your business can grow. I still take the personal approach. I don't just rely on automated emails. I love to send out personal broadcasts and track those. Anyway, let's not drag on that particular subject. Let's keep going. A leads page. What does it look like? You've all seen it, especially if you've been on traffic exchanges or visited some professional sites. There's always a little box where somebody's got to put their name and their email address. Do not confuse a leads page with your splash page. The splash page is your front end. This is the next step. First step is to click. Next step is to fill out the form. Next step after that, in a double opt-in process, you have the option in an autoresponder to not use the double opt-in, but it's not recommended. If you use double opt-in, you'll get less complaints because you actually have permission to email them once they click that link. Permission marketing. It's important. You don't want to be stuck someday down the road not using double opt-in. Leads page is your second page. It's not your first one, it's your second page. This is part of your funnel process. If you send them straight to the sign-up page, I can tell you you'll cut your results in half. Basic leads page asks for and collects information and puts it into a database for you. Why do? Well, I've explained that part. Affiliate marketers always, professional affiliate marketers will always use an autoresponder. Some people swear that if they had, if they had known about autoresponders and the effect that it can have on their business, if they had known years before they started using, that they would probably be in much better shape or would have had much better results earlier on in the game. Communication is always key to your business. Communication will unlock unlimited sales. You could almost attribute it to push button marketing. Not the same. But anytime you wanted to make money, if you were collecting your leads in one list, you sent out one message when you wanted to make, well, let's say 10 sales, or even just one sale. Did you know that if you're an ECA and you've been connecting to other ECAs and other members like I have for many years since the move over to Triple Clicks, that if you are an ECA and you have all these connections that have been accepted, you send one newsletter, you have the potential to reach thousands. I did that. I opened an ECA store to test my theory. I put a product in, a dropship product. TomTom. I sent one letter. All that work that I did for years, clicking all those, oh, connect to this, connect to that, connect to each person, TC Connect, right? I sent one letter. A sale came in the next day. Just one letter. This is the value of building your own list. Just imagine for yourself connecting to other TC members, connecting to other ECA stores. These are buyers. You ever visited an auction, clicked on a name, and then clicked on TC Connect? visit their TC Connect page and then connect to them. I know I see Simon Peter Lafort's name quite a bit. He connects. Simon, do you have an ECA store? I can't remember if you do or not. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you did, but you just never know. I wouldn't want to spread misinformation here. But just that little nugget of information, do you think that would change your life, the way you're doing things right now? Like personally, I think everybody who's in SFI should actually become an ECA, regardless of whether they have products listed or not, or ready to list. For one thing, it doesn't cost you to list anything. You don't pay until a sale is made, so you set your commission rate in the background. The value of communication is what will give you sales. You need to know more about advertising. Okay. Yes, well, this is the first part of advertising. We're teaching about leads, what are leads, how to separate them. So you understand the process. It's about a funnel, building your own personal funnel. Each person, it'll be different. One person might be marketing products, one person might be marketing the business, another person might be, I don't know, just making friends. Building leads. I mean, everybody has their own preference on what they want to do, right? Well, money can be in the list. Money could be, money is in the list, yes. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It's a tricky business too. Aweber helps you segment who you're advertising to. I just love it. Get Response has a great service too, but I don't know. I kind of I got started in Aweber. I've tried out Get Response early in the game, and I was too confused early, so I jumped in and tried out Aweber because I saw a couple of things in their videos that really intrigued me. So I've had a look, and it can tie into any business. That's the nice thing. You can tie into ClickBank, you can tie into PayPal, you can tie into your blog, your WordPress blog. There's
Poor Lyle. I know that has to be the most embarrassing thing in the world. Been there, done that. Lyle is trying so very hard. Lyle, you froze up on him again. It's okay.
yeah,
You're back.
okay.
I know how bad it is, buddy. Been there, done that. You're doing fine.
my
Just be patient and keep driving at it.
my uh, my conversation with you guys is not transcripted. This is me talking on the fly. I'm just using the PowerPoint presentation as a reference. You can see that some of the training I've actually skipped ahead of my slides. So that kind of throws me off. I guess I wasn't ready for that part of my training part.
Oh, Lyle.
A transcript. I believe Dr. King was recording this, but
I
does it
have tried
still
to
record?
record it. Of course, you froze a few times, and what I've done is I've captured two different recordings. We'll try to work together to audit them and edit them, Lyle, and maybe we can put them together and make one transcribed recording where they can do it.
Yeah, there's the PowerPoint presentation. I'm considering either. Well, I don't know. Should I? I don't know. How useful did you find this presentation? Can I get some feedback on that?
How about it, guys? Did you enjoy Lyle? Have you enjoyed the information he was sharing with you? There we go. Well, you got one positive attitude out there. Said very
Oh,
interesting.
okay.
Yes. All right. Y'all encourage him, guys. The guy is working hard. I know he was a nervous wreck. He called me earlier this evening, and he said, "Man, I got to go take a cold shower and get ready for this thing." He said, "I just been sweating it all day long." He's doing a great job. He doesn't transcribe anything. It's not transcripted. This is not a recording. This is live, living color. And this is Mr. Kannenberg up in Canada doing his thing. I'm proud of you, Lyle. You know what? I remember the first webinar and seminar I ever gave. I remember being introduced by the great Zig Ziglar. I was following Jim Rohn, and I was an understudy. And when I walked out, the first 10 words I tried to speak, I stammered, I stuttered, I spit, I spat. I didn't know what to say or what to do. And let me tell you something. Folks, if you think it's easy to step up in front of a group of people and present, that's where you're totally wrong. You know, when you get in front of people, it's a whole different ballgame. Lyle, you've done an excellent job. When you're finished, I have a small presentation for these folks, but I don't want to encumber anything you're doing. So you let me know when you're done, and I'm ready because I've got something for them tonight as well. So God bless you and keep on. I'm going to back out. Go ahead, you're back.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get back to the same spot in the slide. I might have to do this actually by myself here without the slides. If I can remember where I was going. No, there will not be a language translation. Um, if you want to translate it into multiple languages, that's something you can do. Uh, Seriously, English is a worldwide language. It's the most common thing. If you're working with just Spanish people that don't speak English, you can go the extra mile and create your own training in your own language. Nobody's going to stop you from doing that. You can use some of the things that I've mentioned in here if you want. Uh,
One thing
Most
is,
websites.
Lyle,
Hmm.
pardon me for intruding. One thing you might want to consider doing is giving them your website, Income-Trainer, and what you might want to do is post these slides on your site, and that way they could copy and paste them into a translator and
Well, the
convert
PowerPoint
them.
the PowerPoint itself should translate if I'm using the Google Translator on the site. I haven't gone as far as installing the widget on yet. I've just been mostly working on developing the content on the site because that's more important right now. The PowerPoint, I'm considering maybe putting that within part of the membership site. It should, in theory, translate the words into any language. I haven't tested that yet.
I think you'll do well with it either way, and they can always copy it and paste it into a translator and convert it to their language one way or the other, as long as they can have a means to get to the PowerPoint, Lyle.
Yeah. See, I'm a truck driver. I'm working 5 days a week. I'm gone for 12 hours a day. I don't have time to do all this. So I use everything in my power, every app that possibly can. And translate.google.com can be embedded on a website. Person just clicks download or a down arrow, or they click a flag. You can put those on your website. Why would you want to work so hard on transcribing stuff that does it automatically? Consider that. Uh, you're going to say you're going to hit a point in your day where you're going to say, this is too much work. This is way too much work. I swear to God, how can I be more efficient? And you'll start to hunt down those efficiency tools. And you'll pay any price for them just to get that time every day back. All that time. Time is everybody's issue. You can only stay awake so long. Automate as much of it as you can by your clock. You only live so long. By your clock if you have to. If you've got all day to work on this kind of stuff and you're really good at it, and you can, bring up a website, pull a form, and that's great. Create all kinds of emails. It takes time to build up a block of emails, by the way, when you're working this part-time. Being as efficient, being as efficient as possible. So always check, look back, look back. Sometimes you got to look back 2 years to see what you did that improved your results. The more you do stuff, the more results you get. Results are measurable. I have emails that I sent out 2 years ago, and I compare them to when a person got in to the point where I got first notification of EA status. How many days did it take? You'll notice some of them are more effective than others, and sometimes you'll find something that works all across the board, and you'll stick to just that message. And that's what I've been doing for the last 4 months. I brought in over 150 signups since January, and I spread them through the co-op that I'm running. I bring in leads and I spread them out because I don't need them all. And I train my top team members to send the same message. Getting them started is more important than telling them to buy something. Just get them started. Let them look at the business. Let them really look at it. The training system is much improved since 2008. Most everything can be finished within the first day to a smart cookie, right? They can get all their points and become a gold team leader. Holy crap, that's a smart cookie there that we got. But they might think that all those points are worth $1 each. Oh my God, I just made $6,000 overnight. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the disappointment that they'll feel if nobody tells them any different? And the size of the paycheck. What did they get? Maybe $4 for all those points? Maybe. They'll get CSAs, but they'll be taken away next month if they don't make EA again, right? So they won't even see the long-term benefits of getting CSAs. It's important that they know everything, the small details that are omitted. Pick them out, give it to them, provide them with what they need so they can make a wise decision down the road. Email. It's important. Establishing that communication. We went this far. Let's carry on down. Let's see how far along is it. Might be this slide here. Ask for and collects information. Communications unlimited. Come on, which slide is that? 24. Must be getting close to the end here. That thing keeps spinning on me. That little Rolodex that runs along the side there, that's a tough one to work with. If they miss the first message, they'll get the second message. So if you have an automated series to get them started, did you know it takes an average of 7 views or 7 email messages before somebody actually takes action? Here's something that I measure or look at. The sign-up time. When did they get that? Let's see. When did they sign up? When did they log in? It's all time-stamped. It's date-stamped. Now, you pay attention to that because a person is habitual in nature and will always come on the computer at the same time every day. So if you time your message to go to them when they first open up their email program, so it's not buried. What if this person is exploring 100 other different opportunities? You imagine how full their inbox is going to be? Where's your message going to be? Okay. Look at the timestamp. Send it at or around the same time that they log in every day on their computer. They'll see your message. They'll get a click and they'll take action. When they see your message, most times they'll reply back, especially if you followed this easy process of getting them started. Send them the welcome message. Get them started. Let them know how valuable they are. Respect them. Uh, don't abandon them. Do your best to establish that first communication within a day. It's, yeah, okay, well, we already know that. Is that a repeat slide? Okay, leads. You can get leads from various sources. There are people that run co-ops. One of my favorite co-ops is run by David Smith. He's a platinum team leader. He has his own website called SFI Team Co-op. Now, it's free getting in, right? He does have an upgrade option. I don't know if he's still offering a lifetime upgrade, but you can earn points and you can get signups from this. You can use his front end to help your team members because he provides training inside. He talks about traffic exchanges and different advertising resources as well. If you bring your team members in to co-op, David Smith will actually send you leads when you trade in your points. There's points you earn for bringing in people to SFI Team Co-op. Now, I've gotten quite a few leads out of that, personally. It's only one resource that I use, though. I use several different resources. Not only do I run my own advertising, here's a resource, Instant Squeeze Page Generator. That one's nice too because a lot of people don't know how to build websites, how to build web pages, simple web pages. Having a splash page at bare minimum is one of the first things an internet marketer should have. And since I don't provide a service, I actually found a service that actually provides it. Gives us drag and drop feature, and you can even put a form on it if you want. You don't have to. You can just use a click button or something like that and send them to the form page for SFI marketing. The objective is to be able to entice a click on a button. You don't want robots filling out your forms. Okay, so sending them straight to the form page is kind of silly. I mean, I've done it, I've tested, and my results were much better when I started using a splash page. Splash page, then the leads page. Creates a trail that's trackable. Instant squeeze page generator is a really nice service. There's many others out there as well. Aweber, they've got a 30-day trial for $1. You can't lose for 30 days. If you're ready to collect your own leads, highly recommend that. And here's another one, Leadsleep, those who have their own blogs. This has an excellent tutorial on the process of link backs and trackbacks, and also provides an advertising service, which is which you can earn multiple levels. I mean, it's free. Leadsleep is a great tool. In fact, if you want my link, I need 9 more people to get a free membership there. Not a free membership, but a free upgrade. Traffic Wave? Yes, I've tried that before too. Um, I like Traffic Wave, but I like Aweber better. I've gone in and used Traffic Wave. It's perfect, you know, because they provide such a deep downline and all that. But here's the downside of Traffic Wave. You have to you have to be a paid member there in order to participate in their affiliate program. For those that start out, they get frustrated, so they drop out and they lose their ability to earn money. Aweber, you can be an affiliate or you can be both, a customer and an affiliate. If perchance someday down the road you have to trim your costs for whatever reason and you have to stop paying for the service, you'll still have the affiliate program to earn from. So this is what I look at when I'm doing business. When I want to use a service, I look at the affiliate program. What are the requirements and all that kind of stuff. If I'm using their service, great. But what if I'm not using their service? Can I still participate in the affiliate program? Aweber allows me to do that, so does GetResponse. So those are two things. Two different autoresponders that allow you to earn some money on the side. So, I mean, if you have to trim costs and maybe build up your bank account balance before you move on to the next level, maybe you want to raise more funds for an advertising campaign, you got to trim your costs somewhere, right? It's an option I always look at. Traffic Wave is great. It doesn't have all the shiny tools that come along with Aweber. That's the downside. Anyway, advertising. Passive advertising is always nice, and LeadsLeap provides you that ability. You can refer people into LeadsLeap as advertisers or somebody who wants to learn about trackbacks, linkbacks, especially for bloggers. It's a great target market for this sort of advertising. Passive, I say, because I hardly ever go into LeadsLeap. In fact, I forgot about it. I signed up somewhere in 2008 because I was trying to learn more about blogging. Back then, there weren't the tutorials that there are now, so every bit of information for me gave me an advantage. So I signed up for a LeadsLeap and I went, oh, this is kind of neat, you know. Click 10 ads a day, get 10 ad credits, refer a bunch of people in it. get more credits. If you refer enough of them, they give you a whole crapload of advertising. And Leadsleep, there are members around the world with websites that display some of the ads. So you can actually have a massive exposure from one ad. It grows when you share it. But that's not all. It's the information that's contained within. So you get a little bonus training in there as well. It's knowledge up here that really helps you out. Leadsleep.com. Yeah, and if you use /LGKAN, you'll get me. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much. And I have to thank you in advance. Thank you very much. I think it's R equals LGKAN. I can't remember the exact link. I'm not very smart. My memory kind of goes sometimes. I'm getting older. Not necessarily smarter, but older. And that concludes the lesson. I don't know if anyone has any more questions. Uh, Simon, you were looking for more advertising sources. That's a great one, Leadsleep. You may have already been there. If you go to Income-Trainer.Ca, I am gradually adding advertising resources to the menus. You can't. Uh, you may have to register to see the page. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dr. King. I'll get out of presentation mode there. Oh, how do I do that? Good. Oh, got to click the chat box. Okay, there we go. Was everybody able to hear me okay? Hopefully I didn't break up too much.
I heard you quite well, Lyle. I heard everything you had to say. You know, ladies
All
and
right.
gentlemen, Mr. Lyle Kannenberg, give him a great big hand. Applaud that man. It's not easy what he did for you tonight. I think there was a lot of information, Lyle, that you shared that not only many people here valued, but for those advanced marketers, it reminds us that we sometimes stray from the basics. And when we do that, we become too engrossed in all of the latest and greatest.
Here's a tip for anybody who comes to these conferences. To reduce the lag time, if you're on a wireless network, get on a hardwired network. Hardwire, for some reason, works much better. It's much faster. Wireless, sometimes you get interference on the signals and it'll drop. So if you can get on a hardwired connection, such as cable, ADSL, I don't care what it is, as long as it's wired, you'll get more stable. Your connection will be much stabler. I mean, I dropped out a couple of times, but I was able to get back on. Previously, I'd been using wireless. Last meeting, I had to hardwire it this time because of the volume of information that I was going to pass on. Uh, Possibly even that. Anyway, Dr. King, if you could take over for a bit. Nature's screaming at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lyle Kannenberg. You know, it's a blessing when you see people show the courage that it takes to be all they can be. You know, I want to kind of adjust this a little for you. You know, let me say something to you. The information that Lyle shared with you tonight is information that's invaluable in its entirety. And you know, I've got a few things that I would like to bring forth to you tonight And I hope and pray to God that in some special way that when you leave here, that you will have gotten everything out of this that you could have ever desired. So if you'll give me just one moment, let me get set up. I wasn't prepared for Lyle to run to the little boys' room. Give me 1 second. We're going to talk about success, and we're going to talk about overcoming your fears and anxiety.